From Wish TV, your local news source, this is breaking news.
We never know what's going to happen. Show up to a report of an accident, and at some point, there's an exchange of gunfire.
Breaking overnight, a shootout leaves an IMPD officer and another man wounded in Fountain Square. Both now are listed in serious condition.
It all started as a response to a crash. Let's get right to News 8's Hannah Mordeau live at Eskenazi Hospital. Hannah, you're saying that the officer is there right now.
Yeah, the officer is recovering here at the hospital. We just left the scene because it has been cleared by police and came over here to the hospital. Police tell us that officer who is recovering has been on the force for about a year and was field training during all of this. Now, this started as a crash at around 10 last night that police were responding to. They never made it to that scene. They ended up stopping at a different disturbance that led to that police officer being shot and the suspect being shot. So let's take a look at this map so you can better understand the entire situation. It is a bit confusing. IMPD says 2 officers were going to the crash on Lexington Avenue when police got a different report of a man in a red jacket and a red car that was exposing himself and just acting strange. IMPD says witnesses told officers a red Buick left the scene of that crash. The 2 officers were in a marked vehicle when they found a man matching that suspect description in a red Buick on Woodland Avenue. Within seconds, police say the man began to run. Police tell us the officer said, "Stop, police." Then shots were fired from at least one officer and the suspect. It is not clear who shot first. The fire department ended up taking the officer who was shot here to Eskenazi Hospital. That officer is in serious condition but is stable. Then at around 11, police found the suspect on Dawson Street with a handgun nearby. He also had been shot and was taken to Methodist Hospital. At last check, he was in serious condition. Now, police say they are continuing their difficult jobs tonight despite this tough situation.
Well, I think we've seen the resolve of our officers. You know, we have one officer who was shot, possibly multiple officers who were shot at, and everybody else is here. They're still taking, there's officers all across the city, they're still taking runs. They're still serving the community of Indianapolis. And despite the adversity that our officers in this community have faced in the last year or more, our officers are still showing up every day, serving the community and putting their lives at risk, just like what happened tonight, to make this community safe.
Police say both officers' body cameras were on. They have reviewed that footage but aren't releasing it to the public just yet. The officer that was involved in the shooting and fired the shots, they are on administrative leave, but it is not clear at this point if that is the same officer who was shot overnight. Now, police say they are still investigating, of course, talking to witnesses, trying to find any video footage in the area. Although the crime scene, police have left it and it is cleared, they are looking for any information that they can get and are asking people to contact a specific detective. That detective's number is 317-327-3475. Live in Indianapolis, Hannah Mordeau, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Hannah, thank you. And IMPD Assistant Chief Chris Bailey tweeted that he is thankful the officer is stable. Bailey says, "We are blessed to have brave men and women who willingly put themselves in harm's way on our behalf. It's an honor to wear the same badge." Indianapolis FOP leader Rick Snyder asks everyone for prayers for the officer and his family. He says, "We have again been reminded of the dangers our IMPD officers face every day while they stand the line for our community." Mayor Joe Hogsett tweeted overnight, "In the face of danger, the officers of IMPD put their lives on the line to keep our community safe. Tonight, we bear witness to that selfless action." And Lawrence Police tweeted its support, saying LPD stands united with our IMPD friends and colleagues, the injured officer and their family.
IMPD shooting to the comparing the shooting to the line of duty death of a Southport officer. Lieutenant Aaron Allen responded to a crash in 2017, and the man inside the car shot him to death. That case only just closed this month with a guilty verdict for the shooter.
Our officers are trained to handle rapidly evolving situations very quickly, and I think as we saw with Aaron Allen, whose killer was convicted last week, something as simple as a traffic accident can result in shots fired and an officer being killed. Thankfully, at this point, our officer is in serious but stable condition, still receiving medical treatment, but we never know what's going to happen.
This story is still unfolding through the morning. Keep it here. We will bring you new developments. You can also get the latest from us on the go. Get the Wish TV News app, and we will send you news alerts. You can also get up-to-the-minute coverage on wishtv.com and our Facebook page.